Well, Curtis, thanks for joining us. At half-time, I think everyone felt that was going to be a Tigers win, but not the case.
It should have been. The performance level in the first half was very, very good. I know we went 1-0 down, sloppy goal from ourselves, but we got the 2 goals that I believe we deserved from our play in the first half. And in second half, I know it's a little bit different when you've got a lead. You don't want to go gung-ho and end up conceding, but I think if we had a little bit more push and a little more desire to score a goal again, I think that's when Leeds might have collapsed. But unfortunately, we kept the ball and done okay like that, but we didn't really create as much in the second half as with the first. And obviously the longer the game goes on in these derby games, they make substitutions and bring other people on with fresh legs, and it's the substitute that really made the difference. Pataka obviously managed to break away down our left side and cut it back to the edge of the box, and obviously they've got the finish. But it's frustrating, but we need to learn from it, because it's not a result that's going to define our season at this stage. Obviously we know where we are, but we need to learn from it and need to improve from it.
With 3 games left and the playoffs now the agenda, does this give yourselves the opportunity now to try out new things in training, possibly to try and continue this form?
Yeah, we need to obviously try new things and try formulas, but because we haven't set in stone who we're going to play yet, it's obviously because we're going to be playing a team towards who we play against. So if it's to be Derby, if it's to be Sheffield Wednesday, if it's to be whoever, we need to make sure that we're ready to basically take advantage of their weaknesses. And I'm sure the manager will be looking at that now. And like I say, we'll make changes and try to obviously give people a rest here and there as well, I guess. But at the same time, you want people playing that are going to be going into those games so you can build confidence as a team and in that shape you want to play. Yeah,
one thing at the moment with the 3 sides who currently occupy the playoff places, they've only managed to score 1 goal against them. Is that something that concerns the dressing room?
I haven't even thought about it, to be honest, until you've said there. So it is it's a stat that's there to obviously be broken, and that happens in football. Sometimes you don't, but you look at the 2 top teams, Burnley and Borough, and we've scored 3 against both of those teams. So it's all topsy-turvy, this league, and you never know what's going to happen, because the last 2 games where we've won against Wolves and won against Reading, I don't believe we were as good as we were in that first half. And then today we come here home and we draw 2-2 with Leeds. So you never know what you're going to get, but we need to keep going and like I say, take whatever confidence we can into those playoffs.
Yeah, and of course, the amount of points that we've accumulated so far, does it surprise you that I think it's 10 points, 10 points I think it is, off the top 2? Does that surprise you, the massive gap, considering that we could well be in the top 2 in another season?
In another season, I guess so, but we've known the level this season and what was required, because we were amongst it all the way until about 5-6 weeks ago. So it's only ourselves that we've got to blame. We've obviously dropped massive points along the last 6 weeks, and that hasn't helped, obviously. So those teams have kept winning, kept their momentum going, and unfortunately we weren't able to do that. So we know the level that was required, and like I say, I love to think about things like, in other seasons you might have gone straight up and things like that, but unfortunately that's not the case, and we need to just go for this playoff system and hopefully get up anyway.